Okay, I'm gonna share it to Twitter. All right. Hey, Carlos. Hey, the goat. This stream is not going to be very long, but I wanted to go ahead and do a post-game stream after a big win. Thought it'd be fun. Uh, I'm doing pretty good for the moment. Yeah, Travis Homer. I shouted him out in my video. The people in this stream, I don't know if you've seen my post-game video for the Vikings. I'd say you'd watch it first, but this stream is not going to be very long, so don't worry. Hey, Drop Top. All right, we got 8 people in the chat so far. I'm gonna keep letting people gather it up. Yeah. I the video is pretty long. I didn't mean for it to be that long, but there was just a lot to unpack. There was a lot to go over in this game. All right, 9 people now. Hey, Shotgun Marvin, how you doing? The GOAT, Bradley McDougald was good until he blew coverage. Bradley McDougald was actually having a really good game, in my opinion. He recovered a fumble. He had a great tackle on a third down, and he had one other really good play too. And then he blew the coverage, and then he got beat by Kyle Rudolph on the 17-yard play. But Bradley McDougald was fine. I don't think he had a stellar game, but he had a good game. Is Russell Wilson taking too much time in the huddle? Maybe. I don't know. I'm wondering if it has something to do with having so many young players in the offense. Yeah, Akeem King had a nice play at the end, although he easily could have been whistled for pass interference. Yeah, and I didn't think we would be able to run the ball at all. I got to admit that. I didn't think that we would be able to run the ball in this game. Yeah, I don't think Bobby played bad tonight. I mean, our run defense was good. He got beaten coverage maybe 1 or 2 plays, but I thought Bobby was fine. Jollywood, I wouldn't really worry about that. The Falcons are not going to beat the Niners. The Falcons are back to their old ways. Drop top. They're, I mean, if you assume that we're going to beat the Panthers, no, we still need the Rams to lose one more game. We need the Rams to lose one more game. But I'm pretty confident that we're going to make the playoffs now. Iguana, we have the tiebreaker over the Niners because we beat them head to head. I mean, head to head's the first tiebreaker, right? Yeah, I don't think we've clinched yet because we could lose out and the Rams could win out and they would have the tie and they would take the wild card. And actually, I think that they might have the tiebreaker if they win out. I'm not 100% sure, but I don't think we've clinched anything. Yeah, the DK thing's frustrating me because he had a good game tonight other than the fumble, but the fumble takes away so much. It's like the Carson stuff. Carson does so much good stuff, but the fumbles just negate almost all of it. Yeah, if we beat the Niners and Rams, then nobody can take anything away from us. Yeah, Ron Burgundy, that fumble was kind of a crazy play, though. I don't want to kill him for that. He was trying too hard on that play. Hey, Enrique, how's it going? Yeah, he does have a fumble problem, shotgun. I think that's fair. But the point I'm trying to make when I say he's a rookie is that he can definitely get better. It's not like he's a 5-year vet doing this. I don't know who Rombo is, Kevin Love. Yeah, the Ziggy thing sucks because Ziggy played great tonight. He's had two really good games in a row. Yeah, the GOAT. I don't think Wilson will win MVP unless he goes off on the Rams, and Lockett is not healthy, so that might not be in the cards. I'm starting to think that it's Lamar's to lose, but I don't know. I mean, it's not like Lamar had a monster game yesterday. Hey, Zatumbo. Yeah, we came very. I said this in my video, and people are going to get out my ass about it, but we were this close to blowing a 17-point lead at home to a team with no Dalvin Cook and no Adam Thielen. Hey, K. Ruiz. Hey, GTR7. And I think people maybe don't realize how bad it is that we almost blew a 17-point lead in the fourth quarter to a literal crippled offense. That offense was crippled. Yeah, Iguana, I agree, but Lamar's fine for now. They just need to win the Super Bowl now. We had the opportunity to lay the wood on the Vikings tonight and come away feeling great about things, and we didn't. Sam Vith, I'm wondering that too, but I don't know. I mean, you do need your safeties to play back sometimes. Yeah, Joe Barbaro, that's kind of good. It's kind of similar. I don't think it's a super close comparison, but it's kind of close. Who do I like in the AFC? I like the Ravens. I think they're playing the best right now. I don't have full playoff predictions of the NFC, dude. I don't. Come on. There's 4 games left. People are still going to get hurt. Weird shit is going to happen. Yeah, Zatumbo, the fumbling is becoming an actual issue now. Like the first one's a fluke, the second one's a coincidence. The third one is actually like, okay, this needs to be addressed. Iguana, the Niners still have to play the Saints, the Seahawks, the Rams, and Saints, Seahawks, Rams, somebody else. Hmm. Sam Vith, I think Lockett is not 100%. We actually kind of want the 49ers to win because we need to make sure the Saints get to 3 losses. Okay, the 49ers play the Falcons. Okay. Right. Yeah, they're not going to lose to the Falcons. Yeah, I don't think this is the year for the Chiefs. I like the Chiefs a lot as a team, of course, but I don't think this is their year. Do you think Tennessee could beat New Orleans? I think anybody could beat New Orleans right now. I don't think they're playing very well. Yeah, Zatumbo, that really was a problem tonight. We were not able to scheme any receivers open down the field. Yeah, well, K. Ruiz says, imagine if the defense kept playing well in the fourth quarter, we would have won by like 20. Yeah, but the defense isn't good. We have a bad defense. The defense is not terrible. It makes plays. It occasionally does well, but it is a bad defense. So I cannot have us punting on 4th and 1. I can't have us punting on 4th and 1/2 a yard. We need to go for it because realistically, our defense is going to give up a score anyway. We may as well give ourselves the opportunity to keep the offense on the field because our offense is actually good. Our offense is the reason why we win games. Yeah, I mean, right now, I think we need to scale the passing game back a bit because Lockett is not in there. Lockett is not playing at a super high level right now. Yeah, Kevin Love, the Vikings do have a good offense, but they did not have Adam Thielen. They did not have Dalvin Cook for half the game, and they did not have their left tackle for half the game. And they still almost came back on us. Think about that. And we got roasted by the Buccaneers offense. We got kind of roasted by the Bengals. I mean, they threw for a lot of yards. I know they didn't score a bunch of points. We got roasted by the Teddy Bridgewater Saints. We've got roasted by Jared Goff, which is looking worse and worse as the weeks go on. Why does Josh Gordon only run slant routes? I mean, he just got here not that long ago. He could just not know any other routes in this offense right now. Yeah, the Falcons had a good game against us, against our defense in the second half. If the Vikings didn't have roads, we wouldn't have won. Yeah, I would go so far as to say if the Vikings had Thielen, they would have won this game. Sorry. Yeah, Shotgun Marvin, I would not count on Will Dissly doing much next year. I think he has an injury that could keep him out for a while. Yeah, so the bottom line is the defense is bad. They looked good against the 49ers, but the 49ers did not have Emmanuel Sanders or George Kittle. We looked good against the Eagles, but the Eagles had no receivers and they did not have their best running back. And they did not have the right side of their offensive line. Stan Lee, they have run all over top five run defenses. I mean, last year they did that a little bit, but I think the offensive line has been playing worse this year. Record prediction now, I would probably go like 13-3. The question is, who do we lose to? I think we'll beat the Rams. I think we'll beat the Rams. I don't think there's any way Jared Goff goes off on us like he did last time. I just don't think there's any way that like Jared Goff has regressed so much since we played them that week. Yeah, the NFC is stacked right now, and don't get me wrong, I think the Seahawks could beat anybody because their offense is that good. But I don't know. I mean, this defense, I don't have a ton of faith in it. Yeah, the defense did play good against San Francisco. I give them credit for that, but you have to keep things in context. Yeah, Zatumbo, I think he was trying to bat the ball down, but he wasn't able to get up high enough to do it. There's no way he was intentionally batting the ball up because that makes no sense. Like, why would you do that? That's completely asinine. I think he was trying to bat the ball down. He didn't. Shit happens. I'm not going to be mad at him for that. I don't care about that. Shit happens. Ed Dixon's out for the season, by the way. uh, okay, Kyle Ford, but it'll have to be after work. We basically have two freebies in the Panthers and Cardinals. Panthers, I believe the Panthers are done. The Cardinals, look out. They are not going to give up anything free. High points. KJ Wright, thoughts on KJ Wright missed tackle on the first drive? It was just a bad play. KJ Wright made some better plays as the game went on. And KJ Wright's just in a different phase of his career. He's going to make mistakes every now and then. He's going to make bad plays every now and then. He makes enough good plays to be for me to be okay with it, you know? Yeah, I do think the 49ers Seahawks in week 17 gets bumped down to Sunday night, actually. Yeah, the Panthers are not doing anything right now. The only thing that's working for the Panthers right now is McCaffrey. And McCaffrey, I mean, a running back can't control a game to that degree. Jacob Hollister made some short catches tonight. We needed him to help get us in some second and shorts, third and shorts. Yeah, I think Bobby Wagner might have lost a step too, but he's still a good player. He's just not the best linebacker in football anymore. Hillel Eiferman, I agree with you, but I don't want to play in Lambeau Field. What time do I get off tomorrow? I get home around probably 6, maybe a little after. Do you think we beat the Niners in week 17? I mean, we're going to have to see who the Niners have. The Niners have a lot of injuries right now. We need to see who they get back. Yeah, that flu thing might have been the problem tonight for a couple guys. So I'm crossing my fingers that Lockett was bad tonight because of the flu. I'm telling you, Penny over Carson. I like Penny. I like Penny. I never liked that draft pick, but Penny is not a bad player. All right, Joseph, maybe we can work something out. I tend to be pretty busy, but we can try to work something out for sure. Xavier Rhodes was horrible today. Yeah, he's been bad all year, honestly. Yeah, I think Penny might be better than Carson just because Carson is a huge fumbling liability, but Penny's career has turned around now that he stopped eating McDonald's. What do you use to chat with? I use all kinds of different stuff. I have Discord. I can have Skype, but I usually don't use it. I have Facebook Messenger. I have other stuff too. Yeah, I'm a Hawks fan. I'm telling you guys, Carson is good. Yeah, Carson is good. It's just the fumbles take away so much of the good he does. Penny might be a different guy ever since he lost a little weight. I don't think we should trade Carson. I don't want to trade Carson. That why would you do that? If right now we have no faith in Procise and we have no faith in Homer to be on offense. So if you trade Carson, what are you going to do? Give Penny 50 touches a game? That seems like a bad idea. Collier was inactive. Collier sucks. I didn't really like the pick when we made it, and I didn't like it now, and I don't think I'm ever going to like it. Collier is not going to do anything this year. Well, the thing is, we have to pay Carson, right? Yeah, but we don't have to pay him that much. He's not Ezekiel Elliott. It's not like Carson is going to get Zeke money or Gurley money. He's not that kind of player. I think Ziggy has a stinger. I think he's going to be okay. But I just hope that it doesn't zap his effectiveness because the last two games, Ziggy has been huge for us. Carson might get like 6 a year. I'm happy to give him 6 a year. That's not crippling. I mean, Carson, if you look at what running backs in the league are getting, like Zeke is getting 15. I really don't think Zeke is that much better than Carson. I really don't. The only difference is the fumbling, and the fumbling's big, but in terms of running the ball and being a running back, I don't think Zeke is that much better than Carson. I really don't. I did not think we were going to lose this game. I didn't. Yeah, Jackson 04. I'm really hoping that's the case because if it's his muscle, if it's his thigh muscle, then we're in trouble. I don't know if the Cowboys have the best offensive line in the NFL anymore. It definitely was. Ron Burgundy, he got injured in practice. He only practiced for one day and then he was done. I think he needs to retire. He just can't stay healthy. What do you think about Russ MVP? Um, I think Russell Wilson's the best player in football right now. I think that Lamar would win MVP if the season ended right now, and the season doesn't end right now, so it doesn't freaking matter. If Wilson has a monster game against the Rams next week, which he very easily could do, he'll be right back in it. I think it's better for the Niners to win. Yeah, the pass rush was fine tonight. I like the pass rush tonight. I thought the pass rush was solid. I got no beef with no sacks. That happens sometimes. No, I don't think these games are orchestrated. KJ had one bad play and he got beat in coverage maybe twice in Paul. I don't think he had a bad game. He just had a not great game. Yeah, John S. I'm worried about Lockett. I'm hoping it's just the flu, but he's not right now. Jacob Martin balling for Houston. I don't. Did he? I thought he got a stupid penalty, or was that Mingo who got this stupid penalty? I was watching Avengers during the during the Sunday night game mostly, so I didn't see a lot of it. Yeah, I understand being worried about the Rams, but I mean, we should be able to get to golf a little bit. I don't know if Shaquem got any pressure tonight. I actually am not sure. The Rams game is away. Yeah, Jacob Martin is a good player, by the way. Jacob Martin was good. He was not a throwaway player. He just wasn't amazing. Hey, Tucker, how's it going? How do you think Metcalf played? He played good, but he's got some stuff to clean up. And it frustrates me because he played good tonight. He had no drops. He caught every pass that he could catch, and then he has the fumble. And it's just like, come on, dude, clean up that one stupid fumble, and you had an amazing game tonight. Yeah, I would like to use Gordon more, but I don't know how much of the offense he knows right now. He did kind of sort of just get here, you know? I don't know if Casey Williams was that good. All Casey Williams could do was catch the jump balls in the end zone. Um, I don't think we need to give any other running backs burn right now because Carson and Penny are playing so well. Until it becomes a need, I'm happy to give all the cut touches to Carson and Penny. Would we have enough money to sign a top tier O lineman in free agency? It depends on if we keep Reed and Clowney and what happens with Griffin. Yeah, I'm happy with Gordon just being a third down target. That's significant. My I do think we should target him more, but I understand he's not that familiar with the offense. What time do you want to do that video call? If you want to try to do it around like maybe 7, maybe a little later, that's probably best for me. PM, yeah, YouTube has a messaging system, right? I haven't used it in a while. Yeah, Flowers is good. Judah J talks. He Flowers is good. He has flaws in his game, but he is coming around. Yeah, I mean the Rams game. I don't know. Their defense seems weak. Their offense. I think we can get a pass rush on Goff. I feel pretty good about that game right now. Zatumbo, I mean, Reed has always been a good run stopper, and he's had one year where he's been a great pass rusher, so he will get paid. I mean, there's no way around it. Like, he is a defensive tackle who can rush the passer. He's going to get paid. Kyle, you can email me as well, and I'll check my email when I get home and make sure. Ramsey has not been that good this year, actually. We want San Francisco to win, Tucker. Do you think we will regret not picking up the extra year for Raffetti? Probably not. Uh, well, Luke Wilson is barely playing anyway. He's just happy to be on the team. Do you think we'll play more nickel eventually? I think we will. The thing is, the games we played the last few weeks, we haven't really had to use nickel because the teams we've been playing haven't been using a lot of receivers, right? Because today the Vikings did not have Thielen, so they didn't use receivers a lot. Last week the Eagles had nobody, so they were using a lot of tight end heavy sets. So I think it's fine. Next week we play the Rams, and they don't have Brandon Cooks, I don't think. So I don't know what they're going to do with the receivers as well. Yeah, Fetty's. I mean, I don't want to give him money because I'm sure he's playing his ass off because it's a contract year. But Fetty's been fine. This is probably our best chance to make the Super Bowl since 2014 or 2013, just because we can get home field. The last several years we have had no at home field. By the way, it is continues to be an extreme amount of bullshit. that a 13-3 team might end up as a wild card while an 8-8 team wins the division and gets to host the playoff game. Like, if the wild card weekend has a game where the 8 and 14-2 Niners and it's at home for the Cowboys, that's some bullshit. It could happen to us too, very easily. It could happen to even like the Vikings. It could happen to them. Yeah, is going to be replacing Justin Britt because I think Britt is gone. And then I also think we probably need to figure out what we're going to do with Ifedi because I don't think he's going to be back right now. And the Seahawks seem more vulnerable than the other 10-2 teams. Our defense just isn't that good, so that's a completely reasonable take. Our defense, but you saw it tonight. We had a 17-point lead against a team that was missing their best running back, their best left tackle, and their best wide receiver, and they almost came back. It's not a good defense. Yeah, I don't know about Upati. He's actually been playing pretty good this year for the most part. Yeah, our defense is forcing turnovers, which is a big deal. That's obviously been really good. But we win games because we have an MVP caliber quarterback and we have a great rushing attack for the most part. I mean, the fumbles are killing me, but we do have a good rushing attack. I do think New Orleans is a little vulnerable because Breeze cannot go deep. Breeze has no deep ball. And if you cannot go deep, defenses play you differently and it becomes hard to do anything. How many Seahawks do you think are going to the Pro Bowl? Wilson, if Lockett gets back on track starting next week, he'll go probably Bobby Wagner, maybe Clowney, I don't know, maybe Shaquille Griffin, and that's it. Yeah, I don't think Jimmy G's that good, but one thing about Jimmy G is the last few games he's played really well. He hasn't made very many mistakes. And he was making mistakes in almost every game he played. And the last few weeks, he has not made hardly any. Who's the second best player on the Rams? Mm, I mean, in general, it might be Jalen Ramsey, but he's not playing that well this year. So I would probably say maybe like Andrew Whitworth or something. Why, we're not a wild card right now, Israel. We're not a wild card right now. We're leading the division right now. Tighten up. Don't make me be a mod. Don't make me be a mod right now. It's late. I don't want to be a mod right now. Do you think the Panthers game is a trap game? Not really. The Panthers, they can't stop the run, and they have no passing game because their quarterback is terrible. I don't see anything with that. We're just going to run the ball all game long against the Panthers, and I don't know what the hell they're going to be able to do. That run defense in Carolina is atrocious. Yeah, the Rams are in a lot of trouble going forward. What do you think our record's going to be after the next 4 games? Um, Probably 13-3. I could see 14-2 though. San Francisco's offense still has questions. They desperately need home field. Yeah, yeah. I mean, one of the problems is they only have one good wide receiver. Would you rather play Dallas or Philly? Oh, Philly. Philly is done. Dallas has some good things. They're just not that good. but Dallas can do some things. Philly has nothing. I think Cam Newton is going to be either a Bear or he's going to stay a Panther. I would say probably the Bears. Yeah, Kittle being healthy in a rematch is going to be a problem, but right now I'm just trying to focus on this. I'm just trying to focus on this Rams game. Dallas scares me more than any other playoff team. I don't know. I don't see that's a tumbo. I don't think their defense is any good. Titans, Seahawks, Super Bowl. Um, Ryan Tannehill has turned the Titans into a dangerous team. I will say that. Yeah, I don't see it's a tumbo. That defense in Dallas is not very good. Who wins the Niners Saint game? I like the Niners right now. I don't think the Saints have any deep threats, and that's a problem. Yeah, absolutely. Metcalf is way better than I thought he was going to be as a rookie. Yeah, I mean, that's true Zatumbo, but I don't even think their offensive line is that good this year. Yeah, I think Metcalf played fine today. He just, the fumble just kills so much of the good stuff, but Metcalf was good. I'm not going to say he was great because the fumble is a big deal, but we needed him to do some good stuff tonight, and he did. He was important for us. Bigger threat, Vikings or Packers? Probably the Packers just because I don't want to play in Lambeau. But I don't think the Packers are that good. Their offense is pathetic. If we played New Orleans again, we probably win. I kind of agree because Drew Brees cannot throw a ball past 15 yards, it seems like right now. Who would win right now, Pats or Seahawks? I would like us in that game. The Patriots' offense is pathetic right now. Yeah, I'm really crossing my fingers on the Lockett thing. I'm really, really hoping that Lockett is just gonna get over this flu and be okay for the next game. I don't like that. Yeah, that's possible, Judah. But I want the one seed. I don't want to have to go to the Superdome. Yeah, Lockett is completely irreplaceable. We cannot replace Lockett at all. So Trey Flowers now has 3 interceptions, right? You went to the Packers game? Yeah, I wasn't really counting on the Giants taking care of us. The Packers schedule is like softer than baby shit. Yeah, I'm really hoping Lockett can start boosting again. I feel bad for Lockett, by the way, because he was on pace to have a monster season, and now it's just like he's completely off pace. He has like one catch over the last 10 quarters or something. I feel terrible for him. He was on pace to have a all pro season, and it's just dead. Hey Elena, how you doing? I'm still not sold on the Ravens. I don't know. They're playing good. Yeah, I know who Norbcam is. I'm not a huge fan of him, but he's a really nice guy. I've met him before. Yeah, Ron Burgundy. I'm really, really, really hoping Lockett gets back to 100% ASAP. I don't know, man. I don't know if New England can beat Baltimore. Their offense is just not going to be able to keep up with some of these teams. unless they play a terrible defense like Kansas City. Like if the Chiefs play the Patriots, then I can see it because the Chiefs defense sucks. But unless that happens, it's so tough for them to keep up with a decent team. They would have lost to the Eagles, but Carson Wentz couldn't complete a pass and they had no receivers. I mean, even Dallas was like, if Dallas does anything on offense, they win that game. Atlanta, I think that our scripted plays are bad. I do think our scripted plays are kind of bad, and we should have gone for it on fourth down on that first drive, and we didn't. By the way, we have 65 people in the stream right now. What's up, everybody? If you could all give the stream a like, I would appreciate it. Just let's see how many we can get. What do you think about Russell's MVP chances after the game? I think his chances are good. He just has to be good in prime time when everyone's watching. He needs to dominate the Rams. He needs to dominate the 49ers because that game will probably get flexed. But yeah, the interception hurt, but anybody who watched that game knows that interception was pretty fluky. Hey, Clarence Roby the third. How come Seattle can't blow out other teams? It's because our defense isn't very good. Adding Diggs to the secondary has helped tons. Yeah, he was good tonight too. He had a monster hit on who was that? Was it Diggs? I can't remember who it was on. What's up with Tyler's leg? I mean, it's hurt. There's no way around it. We just have to hope it gets better. Yeah. Yeah. The thing is, the MVP voters watch the games, so they should know that Wilson's interception tonight was a huge fluke, and they should not really be holding that against him. So, whatever. Yeah, Atlanta. I don't think Russ wants to be running that much. I think he's getting older and he doesn't want to take more hits, which I understand. Sometimes it probably takes points off the board, but I think it's worth it in the long run. Yeah, the Packers' schedule is a joke this year. It's crazy. The Packers are going to go 13-3, and they might get their ass kicked in the first game of the playoffs because their offense is pathetic. Yeah, I don't think Bobby had a bad game. He just didn't do anything over the top. Eiferman, if Russell wants to win MVP, he's going to have to throw for at least 35 TDs and 4,000 yards. I think he's going to do that. But I also think he needs to go 14-2. If he goes 14-2, I like his chances. Trey Flowers was good. Yeah, there's been a lot of debate over Trey Flowers in this stream. I think he played fine. The penalty was bad, but other than that, I thought he was fine. He's not ever going to be a perfect cornerback, but he's enough. Some people think he's bad. Do you think Ken Norton's job is more safe now? I mean, it's safe as long as we keep winning, but he's not doing a good job. He's just not. Do you think we should target Josh more? Yeah, I do. Do we pay Clowney or too soon to tell? I think it's too soon to tell. I kind of, it depends on what he wants. Yeah, that sack on second and short pissed me off. That was the old Wilson from 2017. Clowney wasn't dominant tonight, but he wasn't bad either. He made some plays out there, and so did Reed, and so did Ziggy. I saw linebackers on wide receivers today. I didn't see it too much tonight. I didn't think it was terrible tonight. We got a good amount of pressure on Cousins. We just didn't get any sacks. Shit happens. Yeah, 8 Seahawks players were sick with the flu. I did know that, and I'm hoping that was the problem with Lockett because Lockett was not himself tonight at all. You can argue that he should not even have been on the field. Yeah, Ghost Gaming. He threw two balls that were going to do nothing but get his wide receiver killed. Yeah, our linebackers are terrible in coverage, and we keep putting them in those situations. But we have been playing some teams with lackluster wide receivers the last several weeks, the Eagles and Vikings. Next week, we're going to play the Rams. They should have some slightly better receivers. And then we're going to play a team like the 49ers, who are kind of sort of getting better wide receiver, but not really. It's, yeah. Yeah, DK's fumbles are scary, but I'm more willing to write it out with DK. I mean, I think the Carson fumbles are actually a bigger issue just because Carson is putting it on the ground almost once a game, it feels like, and that's just not okay. Kyle Ford, that's kind of up to you. It's not time to trade KJ Wright, Judah J. We would not get anything for KJ Wright. Nobody's going to give up any assets for a over the hill 31-year-old outside linebacker on a 2-year contract. We need to write it out with KJ because KJ is not a bad player. He's just not as good as he used to be. Yeah, Debo has gotten a little better, but DK's been a better rookie. Yeah, the Rams don't have a good quarterback. Carson only has 7 fumbles. I thought it was 8. Oh, he has 7 fumbles, and he was involved in 2 fumbles that were credited to Wilson. But I think at least one of those fumbles was on Carson. Tackling looked bad. Early in the game, the tackling was bad. It got better as the game went on. We should consider taking another tight end in the 3rd round, another blocker with hands. Yeah, I could kind of get behind that. What's best for YouTube? I only ask because I want to download what you use. What do you mean? Best for YouTube with what? Yeah, our run defense was good tonight. I was happy. Yeah, 7 fumbles. And in my opinion, it really is basically 8 fumbles because one of those fumbles that Wilson had was his fault. Yeah, let's keep Hollister around for the long term. He's doing good. He's even a pretty good blocker, which shocked me. Is Cody Barton next in line for KJ Wright-Staub or BBK? I would guess it's Barton. I think BBK is a backup middle linebacker. And BBK is probably too small to be a full-time starting linebacker in the NFL anyway. Could we go live on YouTube? I've never done that before, but I'm sure there's a way. Yeah, Dwayne Brown looked better tonight. Dwayne Brown, I thought, played a good game, and he's a good player. I mean, which team would the Seahawks struggle most against in the NFC, in your opinion? Probably the Niners because of their defense. Yeah, Kyle, there's definitely a way to do it. I'm going to have to look into that. It might be like a Google group hangout or something. Angela, are you okay? Are you in the right stream? Did you get lost? Did you not take the left on your way to left in Albuquerque? 72 people in the stream. I think that's the most I've ever gotten. Thank you, everybody. I'm going to kill the stream soon because I have to go to bed. I got shit to do tomorrow. But yeah, good win tonight, everybody. It is a good win. Some problems. Hillel Eiferman, I think our defense didn't play so bad if it wasn't for the pick 6 and 1 blown play. Yeah, the defense wasn't horrible, but we still almost gave up a 17-point lead in the 4th quarter. And the Vikings were missing 3 key offensive players. No running back, no star receiver, no left tackle, and they almost came back on us. I'm going to keep repeating that because that's not good. It's not good. Yeah, the fake punt was nice as hell. That was actually easy too. Whiteboard video this week. I think I will be doing a whiteboard video. Might not be till Wednesday though. Do you think Penny could be Kamara 2.0? Kamara is harder to tackle than Penny. I mean, Kamara is really hard to bring down. Penny is not like that, but I like what Penny's doing. Penny is rounding into form, and I am a fan of what he is doing right now. Yeah, Ken Norton's defense when we're ahead comfortably is just bad. Part of the reason might be they can just scheme a receiver to get covered by a linebacker, and then that linebacker will give up a big play. But there are a lot of different reasons why the defense is struggling. All-time favorite Nintendo game. I'm not a big Nintendo fan. I got to be perfectly honest with you guys. I was always a PlayStation kid and a PC kid, and I still do mostly play PlayStation games and PC games. But my favorite Nintendo game might be, if you're talking about like a first party IP, it would probably be Super Metroid. If you're talking about any game on a Nintendo system, it's Final Fantasy VI. I had high hopes after shutting down the 49ers and Eagles. The 49ers were missing several key players, and so were the Eagles. You got to keep shit in context, you know? Make a playoff scenario video and possible seeding outcome. I might, but I think that's kind of boring because everybody does that. You can go online on Twitter and you can see all the playoff scenarios. Like I like to cover stuff in my videos that people don't necessarily think about, you know? Who are you rooting for in the New Orleans San Francisco game? I guess we root for the Niners, and we just double down on being able to beat the Niners in Seattle in week 17. Pete took a while to trust Puna to contribute, leading me to think Puna was a JS guy. Do you think it takes longer for Schneider picks to see the field? Maybe. But I feel like Puna was playing pretty significant snaps from the get-go. Super Bowl, Kansas City, and Seahawks. I would love it. That would be fun. GameCube discs were annoying. I have played maybe 5 combined hours of a GameCube in my life. I played some, Super Smash Brothers on it. I played a little bit of Pikmin on it, and that was it. Like, I had no access to a GameCube growing up. I have never really played like Metroid Prime, Wind Waker, Twilight Princess, Super Mario Sunshine, Animal Crossing. I never played any of those games. I just never had access to them. Are you going to make a playoff prediction video before playoffs? I mean, maybe, but I don't see a ton of point in it. Are you fine with the Seahawks playing in New Orleans in the NFC Championship game? Sure. If it happens, it happens. But I would prefer to play at home. If we make Super Bowl, how much videos will you make before? Probably a lot. I got a GameCube as a hand-me-down. Yeah, I could just emulate GameCube games now if I wanted to, and I probably will at some point because there were some really good games for the GameCube that I never played that I want to check out. But it's I grew up kind of poor. I had to pick and choose, and now that I have money, I don't have time. Right? I don't have time to play a whole bunch of games. Where is Minnesota after this game? They're still in it. If they beat Green Bay, they can win the division. Jimmy Lake going to get a good recruiting class? I have no idea. That's the thing that scares me, Emmett. Like, what if some of the recruits that declared for Washington decide, fuck it, I'm out of here because Chris Peterson's not here? Like the defensive end guy that we got. Or what if he just is like, I'm fucking out of here now. I wanted to play for Peterson. Do you believe Ravens will go to the Super Bowl? Right now, it's hard to believe anything else. Thoughts on Seahawks recent drafts? They've been pretty good except for the first round picks. I mean, you guys are not going to change my mind on Penny. It's not that Penny's a bad player. Penny's fine, but Penny was not worth a first round pick, period. Period. My MVP is the O line. Yeah, the O line was great tonight. It really was. Sam Dog, I don't know if you tried to call me or not, but my phone's on the charger because it was pretty much dead earlier. So I probably didn't see it. Sorry about that. We could have got Penny in the second. Well, we could have taken Nick Chubb, and Nick Chubb is just better than Penny. If we wanted to take a running back, which I think was stupid, but if we wanted to take a running back, we could have taken Nick Chubb. But Penny's not a bad player. Yeah, Zatumbo. Let's see what the Ravens do when they play the Browns again. I have a feeling they're going to be okay in that game. Do you believe we were winning against the Rams? I don't think so. I mean, I think so. I don't think the Rams offense is as good as it was back when we played them earlier. James Carpenter wasn't worth a first either. Yeah, that's true. But James Carpenter was not a bad player. All right, guys, this stream's been going on for almost an hour. Yeah, Sam Dog. DK will get better. I don't think he'll be a fumbler his whole career. Most receivers don't fumble that much, so he'll work it out of his system. Would you rather we trade completely out of the first or trade the pick for a vet star? I'd rather we start making better picks. I want to keep those first round picks and I want to make better picks. Yeah, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to think of the Ravens. I mean, Lamar did not play that good against the 49ers. He played okay. Diggs got lucky with that no call. I don't remember which one you're talking about, but we got the calls in this game. I will admit that. On the fourth down, they could have called PI on King. On the interception, they could have called PI on Flowers. Dwayne Brown false started on one of the Hollister catches, obviously, and they did not catch him. I think we had to delay a game on third down at the very end of the game. We got some of the calls in this game, and I was thinking to myself, we did not get very many calls against the Niners or Eagles, so they owe us some, and we got them tonight because they tried to fook us against the Eagles, and I think they tried to fook us against the 49ers, so we deserved some of those calls. Yeah. Yeah, home field advantage is real. Only one penalty. Yeah. Yeah. We should have had a couple more, but it was still a really clean game. Dwayne Brown got away with like the most obvious false start I've ever seen in my life. I have no idea how they didn't call that. Let me be clear. I don't care. I don't give a shit after they called that offensive pass interference on Lockett last week. I do not care about any of that shit right now after what they did to us with that Tyler Lockett PI that took away a nice catch from Metcalf, by the way. Not cool, but so it is. Do you believe we'll beat the 49ers again? It's tough, but I think that, Wilson can carry us to that win. I don't remember the Charger-Steeler game last year, Ron Burgundy. I don't remember that call. I'm trying to remember what it could be. Yeah, Simon. Yeah, we haven't clinched, but we are in the playoffs if the playoffs ended today. We've clinched nothing. We can lose out, and the Rams could steal our spot. It's not out of the question. All right, guys, I'm going to let the stream go to an hour, so you've got 50 seconds, and then I'm going to cut it off. I really do need to go do some shit. If we get the 2 seed, we probably get Green Bay, then either play San Francisco or New Orleans. Yeah. Uh, yeah, I'm trying to remember that game, Ron Burgundy. Chargers Steelers game. I thought the Steelers hung on to win. I'll look it up after this stream because I am going to end the stream in 15 seconds because I do need to do shit. But yeah, everyone have a good night. Peace out. Go Hawks. Good game tonight. I'm pretty happy with most of the stuff I saw. And yeah, see you guys in a couple days for the whiteboard video. Peace.